Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our predictions video for the Slammies. WWE has officially brought that back. I don't know how many years ago they let it go, and I thought it was a pretty cool concept, but here we are again, and they're doing it during WrestleMania week. So today, we're going to go on ahead and give you guys our predictions section by section. Let's go on ahead and get started with this. And here, guys, we have the female superstar of the year, Carol, going ahead and let us know, who are you going with for this one?
We're gonna let you know by section with absolute dissection. Man, let's go with Rhea Ripley right here. This woman, undoubtedly, everything she has touched, which is not many things because she's not done too many things. Like, she had 5 matches, but all of them were gold, man. All of her segments, everything she's done this year, complete transformation. She's finally back to being herself. Rhea Ripley. There's nobody else.
I like it. I like the choice, man. I like the choice. So here, Kenny, going ahead and give us your prediction for who's gonna win.
Well, Carol said it himself. She only had 5 matches, so how do we go with Rhea Ripley? She's had a great year, I can't lie. But when I looked at this list, there was really only one name I could pick, and she has the EST story. Carol put Rhea in the back. I gotta put Bianca in the front because she's a bad one. So I'm going Bianca Belair.
Fair enough. But here, Carol, my boy, I'm gonna have to agree with you, man, and we're gonna have to go with Rhea Ripley.
I'm to the right side.
We're gonna have to go with mommy, man. You know what I'm saying? But she's been doing her thing, carrying the women's division this year. But I do like how Bianca Belair is still very, very relevant without the title. It speaks volumes. So I will give you that, Kenny, for sure. And guys, the next one is, who is your male superstar of the year? And I'm just going to go on ahead and put it out there, man. The male superstar of the year is Cody Rhodes. Come on, man. This guy right here been putting in the work. He works 365 days out of the year. You know what I'm saying, man? Cody Rhodes is the best wrestler in the world right now. Carol, let us know what it is, man.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Ask me 2 weeks ago, my answer would have been different. I gotta go with my boy Cody as well, because what Roman Reigns did at that SmackDown against Cody Rhodes was absolutely nothing. What Roman Reigns did after that SmackDown was absolutely nothing. He didn't even come out and defend himself. That's not a superstar of the year quality person. No, you lost it. You lost that privilege. Cody takes #1 now.
Oh, I like it. And Kenny, come on, man.
You know what? As much as I hate to say it, it burns my heart.
Oh,
it tinkers with my soul.
Come to the dark side.
I gotta agree.
Come on,
and I go
man.
Cody Rhodes as the male superstar of the year. It burns.
Man. Yeah. All right. And just a quick question, because this was a cool nominees list. If you had to pick just a runner-up or somebody, if it wasn't Cody, who would you choose from this list?
That's the bad thing. There is no runner-up, because I would have chosen the runner-up.
Exactly.
Fair enough. And guys, here we have the best entrance of the year. I think this is going to be a unanimous one, because I think we could pretty much all tell. But Kenny, let's go ahead and start with you, my boy. What is the best entrance that you've seen so far?
Come on, man. Standing on stage, electricity in the background going crazy. Walk out just a little bit. Not too much. Walk out just a little bit. And then the heel Hollywood rock music hits. There's nowhere else you can go, man. It's The Rock.
I must agree. Kiro.
Well, man, the most electrifying man in all of sports entertainment had to take this one. The Convict, Dominic Mysterio. I really wanted to choose this one because it has a special place in my heart. For some reason, I just really liked it. When he came out at WrestleMania 39 with that, with the cops, with the, what do you call them in English? The handcuffs. And it was so badass. It was so cool. I said, Dominic, he finally grew up. He finally is where he needs to be. It's one of my all-time favorite WrestleMania entrances, so I had to put this one in here, man. But The Rock, undoubtedly, he's amazing.
Yeah, I must agree with you, Kira. I do like the Dominic entrance. It was really dope. But I also have to agree with Kenny just a little bit more, man. And, The Rock, we had to get The Rock, man. Listen, The Rock, he different, my boy. You know what I'm saying? That entrance is sick.
It is.
So I have to go on ahead and go with The Rock for that one. But guys, the return of the year. And I know this one's going to burn Kenny's heart just a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Kiro, let's go on ahead and get to it.
No need to delay it. Here he is, Mr. CM Punk. Just so many years of waiting for him to return to the WWE, the place he left, the place he was at his prime, man. I'm so happy that he's back. He's been doing awesome. Even when injured, just giving us awesome segments. So Punk, man, that return was impeccable.
I must agree. Kenny, let us know what is your favorite return of the year.
You know what, Brian? It's not going to burn my heart at all because CM Punk is definitely not the return of the year. It's absolutely The Rock. Should I sit at the side of the table? Should I sit at the back of the table? Or should I sit at the head of the table? The biggest part of WrestleMania right now is The Rock. He stole Roman's thunder. He stole all of Roman's aura. The main event should be The Rock versus Cody Rhodes at this point. The best moment in WWE modern history was when The Rock beat Cody Rhodes down on Monday Night Raw. The Rock has been the biggest, most impactful return this year. CM Punk came through, got injured. He's been gone ever since. So how could CM Punk be the biggest return? It's absolutely The Rock.
Okay.
Continue.
We can hold off.
No, just, you can continue. I just took this here, I don't know if you guys can see it. Just for no reason. For no reason. Just gonna keep it on my table.
Well, here we go, guys. For my return of the year, CM Punk, and this is clear. This is very clear. This guy got over 80 million views on all social medias. This was the most impactful return in the last 15 years of the WWE. I'll go out and say it. This might be the most impactful return ever. People thought we were never going to see CM Punk back in a WWE ring ever again. But you know what? He shocked us at Survivor Series. And this guy's name has been hijacking arenas since he left. Let me know when The Rock has done that. Because right now, all they're calling him is LDS. You know what I'm saying? So, CM Punk is the return of the century. You know how we talk about Seth Rollins and the cash-in of the century? CM Punk is the return of the century, and that's that. Now,
when The Rock comes back, people go crazy. People boo The Rock, and when he comes out, they can't hold it. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
CM Punk gets injured, bro. He can't even wrestle. So how's it an impactful return? He showed up. That's it.
I ain't doing this with you. Faction of the year, guys. Let's go on ahead and talk about it. Who is the faction of the year? At first, I thought to myself, oh, this is a tough one because none of these factions have done absolutely nothing. But no, I mean, some of them have. But let's go on ahead and get to it. Kenny, who is your faction of the year?
You know what? I absolutely agree with you. None of these factions have really done anything, but one has been impactful. You got Damian Priest as the Money in the Bank holder.
Mm-hmm.
You got Rhea Ripley out here doing it up. So I think it has to be the Judgment Day. Take out JD McDonough. You know, they don't need to have him.
Oh, come on.
Other
He's
than
cool.
that, they're cooking.
Agreed.
Well, I gotta go ahead with my boys in the Judgment Day. We gotta all rise.
You'll believe
For the best faction in the WWE. Well, yeah, I mean, like you said, Kenny, nobody else, and Brian, nobody else is doing anything this year, but at least Judgment Day kind of rose up Damian Priest and Dominic and Rhea Ripley. Without the Judgment Day, these people might have even been unemployed. Maybe not Dominic Mysterio because of the Mysterio surname, but this did a lot for them at the very least, so they got to go number one.
I must agree, and I think I'm going to go with y'all as well. We're going to go with the Judgment Day. You guys can see me here. But yeah, man, listen.
PNG logo.
Put up my picture too.
But hey, man, listen, the Judgment Day, obviously I was exaggerating when I said they haven't done nothing. You clearly have the women's champion in the Judgment Day, Mr. Money in the Bank, the tag team champions. You got the guy that gets the most heat, and Dominic Mysterio in the WWE. So I'd say they're pretty successful, and they pretty much, there was a point in time where Judgment Day was main eventing literally every single episode of Monday Night Raw during the summer. Please don't take me back to that era, WWE and Triple H, please. But let's go on ahead and get into it, guys, for the next award, and this is Rivalry of the Year. Let's go on ahead and get into it, guys. Kenny, who is your Rivalry of the Year, sir?
Easily got to be Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Now, it's hard to say that's Rivalry of the Year because, well, I guess it was before WrestleMania. It was a thing, but then Cody Rhodes had to build itself back up. But just right now, because it's so hot, I got to go Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes.
I must agree. Kiro, go ahead, sir.
Same thing. Roman and Cody. It's just nothing has been as big. I know they had just one match, but for 2 years now, ever since Cody returned at last, like, 38, WrestleMania 38, this has been the story. And this has been the only thing really, really, like, worth watching. And so we got to give it its due.
Yep, I must agree with you guys. I got to go with Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes, and you guys cannot see me anymore. But listen, this right here is the best thing going on in the WWE at the moment with the inclusion of The Rock as well. I think he spiced it up a lot more at this point. But yeah, I must agree with you guys, and it's a little bit scary to call that a rivalry though, because they like a month or two ago they finally came back. It wasn't like the whole, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, I'm rocking with it. It is what it is, man. But the NXT Superstar of the Year, I think this one was a very interesting one because you can choose at least you can choose any of these and still be right, in my opinion. I think they've all had some really, really good years over there down there at NXT. So let's go on ahead and talk about it. Kiro.
Gotta be Tiffany Stratton because I looked at it from this angle. NXT, a lot of these names have done incredible stuff. I like Ilya Dragunov a lot, Braun Breaker. But man, Carmelo Hayes and Tiffany Stratton were the only two to go up to the main roster and they have the chance to show off there. And Carmelo Hayes did absolutely nothing. They say Melo don't miss. He absolutely missed. Tiffany, oh my God, Elimination Chamber was her show, man. She was amazing in NXT all year round. And then when she went up to the main roster, and she's been on the main roster, she's doing something, impressing people. Her vignette, even when she's not on the show, it's cool. Tiffany is coming, and she's not alone.
Yes, Kiddo, you hit on some great points just now, because for me, I'm going to go Tiffany time as well. Now, y'all know I wasn't too crazy about her when she came up because I didn't know. I don't watch NXT. I was like, oh, here's another.
I was trying to put you on.
Said what?
I was trying to put you on. But
you was trying to put me on, but I was like, here's another one of these post prime NXT stars coming up. And you know what? She came through. Like Kato said, that was good too. Carmelo did not deliver on the main roster. Is he even still on the main roster? I think they pushed him back down to NXT. Chill
out. He hasn't been fully pushed back. He's gonna put over Trick, and then he's gonna go back. Do not do that.
Guess what? Right now, he's back down in NXT. I think Trick's better than Carmelo anyway. So he should have been on this list.
We're not doing this.
Tiffy has been in the main roster doing it up. She went up there in the Elimination Chamber, and I think she might have outshined everybody. But unfortunately, as WWE does, they didn't do anything with her ever since. She beat Naomi, but what does that mean? She's not even involved in that match, in that whole feud thing. She got a little promo package tonight, but we're in WrestleMania season. It's not time for a promo package. It's time for her to have a feud and go in there. I think she needs a one-on-one match at WrestleMania, so they dropped the ball by not building something up, because this could have been her coming out party. And after WrestleMania, she could have been ready to be on that road to get that women's championship. So it's Tiffy time, but they act like they don't know. Let's get to it.
Fair enough. I'm going to have to go with the boy Braun Breaker. You know what I'm saying, man? Listen, I really, really like Tiffany Stratton. She is my favorite women's superstar on the roster right now. But when talking about just complete star and somebody who I think has it all and just hasn't been put in the position to really show that off all the way. But
Yet, I think he's going to get it.
Yeah, I do agree. And then when you go to Royal Rumble and you see Braun Breaker come out and hearing at the end that he had to replace Brock Lesnar in the Rumble, like you couldn't even tell because the guy did the job so well. So I think that he is it right now. He is the current NXT Tag Team Champion, I believe, with Baron Corbin at the moment. So I think he's going to drop that soon and head up to SmackDown, and they're going to push him to the moon. But yeah, I think Braun Breaker to me. I love Tiffany, but I think Braun got it. So, match of the year, fellas. This is a interesting one, in my opinion.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. So, Kenny, going ahead and start us off with your match of the year, sir.
I'm going to have to pick Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Page at AEW Revolution. What was it? Full Gear. I can't do that. But
man. Come on.
If you look at these matches, none of them stand out. I don't remember not one of these matches as like not a banger. Like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe what I just saw.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, I'm going to have to go with Bianca. I mean, Bianca, and who did she fight? Asuka and Charlotte? I don't even remember the match, but Bianca was in it, so I'm sure it was great.
What's the match again?
It was
Bianca versus Asuka versus Charlotte. It was at SummerSlam?
That's when Io Scott cashed in. Bianca actually won that match, and Asuka took the pin.
Ooh, look at my boy with his history knowledge. He knows.
Cancel Christmas. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? What do you got, kiddo?
Go ahead, Kiro.
Well, I got this one right here.
Oh, that's actually a great match. I'm not mad at that pick at
Eh,
all. That's one of
Charlotte.
the best women's matches right there, man. WrestleMania history.
Didn't burn me.
Go ahead.
Didn't burn anything in my memory. So
It burned everything because I was expecting this to suck. Because, man, the lead up to this was horrible, but the match itself just made me forget about everything. This was the perfect women's match on the main roster. I'd say easily number one. When we're talking NXT, we go ahead and talk about Bayley and Sasha Banks. But this one, man, this one was incredible. It delivered way more than it needed to. I like the story where Charlotte went over the time they were allowed it. Like, they said, screw you. No, we have to make this a banger. And they did. Like, all parts of it. The suplex, Charlotte literally took it on her mouth. It was brutal. It was awesome. I loved it. The finish was awesome. Everything about this was almost perfect, like unexpectedly so. And that's why I wanted to choose this, because it surprised me at the same time. So Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley, man, that was on another level. And it made Rhea Ripley the female superstar of the year that we all agreed upon.
nope, I didn't. Bianca, come on now.
Yes.
But I gotta say this before we move forward. I think the reason none of these matches really strike me is because I am a lead up guy. If you don't have a good lead into the match, it's just a match. That's the problem I have with AEW right now. Is they're not telling.
I have to disagree with you, man. Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn was a great match with great lead up.
I was not. You know what? I'm the guy who was not into the Bloodline feud. I did not care about none of that stuff.
It was a great match though, nonetheless. But yeah.
Isn't that the one where Jimmy Uso came out and Jay Uso came out, and then you had Solo Sikoa came out?
Every match.
I mean, it was the chair shot heard around the world.
It's bad.
Oh, that was it too. I mean,
it was at that point. Actually, it was the pay-per-view before, but that's what kind of led up to it. So
it was just that ruined it for me. I'm like, we do this in every match. What are we doing? So.
But my match of the year. You know what I'm saying? Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. And bro, I'm not even joking when I say this. This was actually one of my favorite matches of the year. I thought that it delivered more than it needed to. This match right here didn't need to go this hard. You go and look at the match, the spots that Bad Bunny was doing. It was just great stuff. And when he came out, the pop that crowd gave him, it just still gives me goosebumps, man. Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest. I know it's an unorthodox prediction, but I think that this can't be left behind, and I think it did its job by being as one of the nominees. If I had to choose a match from here, is that 1,000%. But nonetheless, I enjoyed all the other matches, but that one right there, I'm a fan, man, and it's crazy that it's a celebrity match.
Boom.
But I liked it.
That's all I'm saying. This guy's not even a wrestler, and you're saying him in WWE gave you this match as match of the year.
You should go
Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay.
You should go back and watch
Strickland versus Hangman.
You should go back and watch it. It's not only the match, it's the atmosphere that it was in. It was great, bro.
This is a singer versus Damian Priest, and you just put it as WWE's match of the year.
I mean, out of the options that I had, it was great. Like
the whole paper was super fun.
This one struck me the most, bro. Being somebody from, having some Hispanic culture heritage in me. You know what I'm saying, my boy? I love to see my people grow, do their thing in their community. So I love the match, man.
I feel that, bro. It took us 80 years to get a WWE championship, so I feel you, but this wasn't it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, kiddo. 80 years.
If they put Bad Bunny's entrance on the best entrances list, I might have picked that one because he's coming out with that song, the crowd reaction.
Dude, the pop when him coming out with the cart, just fire stuff.
Yeah. I saw that. It was cool, but I mean, match of the year, crazy.
It's fire stuff. But the oh my God moment of the year, fellas. Let me hear it. Mr. Kiro Valentine, let me know what it is, sir.
Well, I don't have all the selections in front of me, but I chose this one right here. The slap heard around the world, not just the moment itself, but the build up to it. Kenny, you were talking about the build up. This was the most unique, the most amazing thing that I've ever seen. And like in the WWE, it was, like I said, unique. And this is the way it ended. This slap was like the crescendo, the biggest moment of everything. And when it happened, I was like, oh my God, it's just a slap, but I'm so hyped. And it was cool, man. It was just incredible. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to repeat this, but maybe they should. Maybe once every year for WrestleMania specifically and big feuds. I would like to see something serious like this, but I don't think, besides The Rock, there's anybody else who can pull this off. But yeah, this was incredible. I loved it.
Interesting.
Before Kato even finishes, boom. I remember I was sitting in a restaurant on Discord with you guys when this happened. That's how invested I was in this thing, because the Cody crybabies come out ruining everything, and this is when The Rock kind of turned things all around.
Yeah.
And started giving us this gold, this platinum that we're getting right now that we haven't seen in WWE in years. This is the moment that changed everything. So I'm definitely going with that one. Play out Cody Rhodes. Shove them chicken nuggets where the sun don't shine. Brian.
All right, man. So for me, that was a pretty shocking moment, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. To see The Rock do that. But we're gonna have to go with CM Punk, man. The reactions, everything. And yes, I'm nominating this a second time here. But the reactions, man, they were incredible, bro. I mean, we was all in this Discord, all three of us, you know what I'm saying, going crazy to this.
I think it was like 6 of us, right?
It was 3 of us. But we was going crazy to this, and we was really doing our thing, bro. It was really, really fun moment. Just seeing the show kind of end and pan out, and then you hear the zzz, and you know what I'm saying? It was some really cool stuff, man. So that's my, oh my God, moment of the year and maybe of the century as well. Maybe of my life. Let's go on ahead and get into the next one, fellas.
That was shocking.
Yeah, so yeah, bro. Bro, I seen you go crazy. I could pull up the video right now, man. But listen, the social star
doesn't mean it was good, but yeah.
But the social star of the year. I think this one is pretty simple, y'all. Kenny, let me know what your thing. Okay, yeah.
Drew McIntyre is going crazy.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if this is what you was talking about, but I saw a video of him the other day. My boy Omer, shout out to Real Take Wrestling. He showed me. He was in the gym talking to CM Punk. Saying, I heard y'all heard about CM Punk is coming back lifting weights. He can't lift half of what I'm lifting. And then he had in the background Cry Me a River playing. And you know, that's Joe Jungle Boy reference. That's enough for me. And then he had the other thing where the people were hitting the dab for the WrestleMania build. And who fumbled? Seth Rollins fumbled. So yeah, he's killing it on social media right now.
I agree. I think Drew is hilarious. But Kira, go ahead.
Before Kenny even finishes, this time I'm agreeing with him because Drew McIntyre, like by the end of the year, I guess he just started like a month or two ago, but he's been so good that like I only log on to X to, you know, look at your guys' messages or if I'm notified in something. That's it. But somehow, everything this man does on social media, I end up finding out about it because someone else tells me. One of my friends tell me about it. It's every time, yeah, great. Cry Me a River thing is great. Like every single one of his tweets is just awesome. I don't know how he does it. I don't know who allows him to do it, but they should just keep on doing this as long as they can. Drew has just been absolutely killing it on social.
I agree. And I'm going to have to agree with y'all on this one as well. Drew McIntyre, please give that man the belt. He deserves it at the moment. He is doing some of the best work of his WWE career. I don't want to say of his entire career because I haven't followed him all the way through, and I know that
his entire career, bro.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's really amazing what he's doing. If Damian Priest cashes in, I hope Damian Priest loses. And I like Damian Priest, but you can't rip this moment away from Drew. I think Drew with the belt in a live crowd with the way that his gimmick is going right now and what he's doing, I think it would personally be gold. So I'm really, really looking forward to his title run, and I think it's time Seth Rollins drops it to him.
Yeah, and I gotta say, man, you know, it was bad that he had to win the belt in front of like an empty crowd, empty arena. Yeah. And I thought he would never get back up to that point because he fell off a cliff after that. But he's climbed his way back up there when I didn't think it was possible. And I think he's in a position where he should actually get it now as well. So good thing CM Punk got injured. You know, everything works out for the best.
Wow. But yes, now we are moving to the next and last nominees here for Breakout Superstar of the Year. And I'm not going to lie, this was sort of a tough one because there's 3 superstars that I can name that I would think are some of the best breakout stars of the year. Kenny, let's go on ahead and start with you, sir.
I think it's an easy choice because there's only one person here that really caught my eye and made me like, there's something there. And that's my girl Kate Beckett. It's Tiffy time, baby.
Tiffy time.
I don't see anybody else I could go with. She's killing the gimmick. You know, she's good in the ring, so I'm ready to see where she goes from here. She's cooking.
Let's go, Kira. Let us know who it is for you, man.
Tiffany is a great choice, but I think she's a recent choice. If we ignore the rest of 2024, or like, you know, this is like even like last WrestleMania, which is WrestleMania 40, that's included as well. Mm-hmm. If you take all of that into consideration, This man was left out of that WrestleMania. But then what did he do?
Yeah.
Everything in his entire power, man. Even right now with AJ, he's turning that feud around. LA Knight, man. Like, this guy was supposed to be a one-note character, a model, or like a model agency owner.
Maxine Dupree.
Yeah, like this way was supposed to be out of here. Now he's just what do you call it? Like a Walmart version of The Rock, I guess. But he's still pretty good. He's still pretty good. You know what? I'll take any version of The Rock.
More Stone Cold. But
yeah.
No, I think it's a blend.
I think he's definitely a hybrid of both in modern times. It's kind of weird, actually.
Yeah, but people were kind of cooking him. I'm sorry. Go ahead, kiddo.
That's it, man. It's his game this year. It's been it. I hope he can somehow, with The Rock out of the way, go back to the main event picture and get a main event title run, because I think he deserves it. I think he will give us some fun segments. I don't want it to last like 10 years, but, short LA Knight main title run. I would love it, because whose game is it? But everybody's saying LA Knight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa. What the?
Well, guys, we are here today, right? And I think we've all have different opinions. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, it's just me, Uso. You know what I'm saying, man? Listen, Jey Uso has completely taken Monday Night Raw by storm to me. Yes, he doesn't win as much as he should in the main event when your name is main event Jey Uso. But the way this guy's over with the crowd, it's just pretty amazing, man. Like, for me personally, I never seen Jey Uso or Jimmy Uso as a single star. And when you look at Jey Uso, sometimes it kind of reminds you of the Usos, but this guy can go in the ring. And he's had some amazing matches with Seth Rollins in the main event for the title. I think he is one of the best breakout stars. And I think for me, if I had to choose somebody else, I would have to agree with Kiro with LA Knight, man. I think LA Knight is another guy who, right now, it's since we're like doing this so late after, that people kind of forget about the success of LA Knight. But Jey Uso, man, I think I have to choose him. I mean, number 1, number 2 in merch from time to time. I mean, never saw it coming with Jey Uso. So that's just my 2 cents with that.
I gotta say, that's why I didn't pick LA Knight, because like you just said, we're doing it so late. People forgot what LA Knight did. If he was hot and he was cooking, he would make them remember. So that's the only reason.
I wouldn't go that far. He's been cooking. He's been cool.
Roman, I think it went off a cliff.
That's true.
I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, he still gets his pops. He's still cooking. It's just they're not positioning him for that. I personally think he should have went for Logan Paul for the U.S. title. But yes, exactly. Yeah. But this video is not for that, y'all. We'll talk about WrestleMania later on this week. If you guys did enjoy our predictions, make sure you let us know down below if you disagree, because you guys tend to do that, and let us know if you agree as well. So let's go ahead and get to it, man. You guys make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and kiss that ring.